here to do a divine masculine, divine feminine mutual energy read. Thank you for joining us. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you could, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Subscribe. It does help the channel grow as we are a growing channel, and it helps us to reach more people like yourself. So, come on in, have a seat, and we'll pull some oracle cards for the counterparts. Let's get one for the masculine. It is time for a change. Do not wait or put off decisions any longer. So it's telling me that a decision for masculine is needing to be made, a decision to change, evolve with that butterfly on her shoulder. It's a soft, gentle understanding that it is time for a change and some type of, again, decision needs to be made. I feel like it's been too long before a decision had been made, right? It's been extremely long since a decision had been made, you know? So it's time to make a change. You gotta make a decision. So masculine. All right, starting off with it can be changed for the better, because a lot of times we as humans look at change negatively, and it's okay. And that's not just feminine, masculine. That's for everybody. Everybody has those few little things that they don't like changed or don't want to change because that's their comfort zone. That's, their security or safety blanket or whatever the case may be. Their binky. And it's like, okay, if you let go of this, you get all of this and more. It's kind of like it's time. It's time. What do you want? Make a decision and move forward. We need to evolve out of something. We need to change something. We need to shift, because, again, sitting on the fence or, trying to juggle something or just, moving things around in your head, like juggling thoughts. I'm getting Two of Pentacles energy, like, oh, this one, that one. And it's like, well, all right, masculine, are you gonna this way or that way? It's time it says don't wait or put off decisions any longer. That's what I'm saying. It's like you need to move forward. You need to move forward. Make a decision and move forward. Mutual energy. Partnership. A partnership for the new age. It is time to welcome it. It's time. It's like you mutually are there at that point where it's like it's time for something new. It's time to welcome in partnership. It's like coming together sets the tone going forward, and it's kind of like before just quote unquote, let's say, before there was a Cinderella, nobody had a happily ever after until somebody met Cinderella, until Cinderella was a story or whatever the case may be. It's giving me real Princess and the Frog type energy. I'm getting a lot of Disney movies off of this here, just because of this. Just even look at the silhouette. If you ever seen Princess and the Frog, you get it. Let's get an oracle for the feminine. A wonderful surprise is coming. Something entirely new awaits you. That's, I'm getting newness, change, new age. That's what, and I feel like feminine, you may not be able to see it. You may be partially blind to it right now. And it says, tear down the walls of your heart. Give and receive security and warmth. That's what I'm saying. So that's just the advice of what's coming towards you. You gotta let down those walls, those scars, those things you try and protect yourself from, shield, if I can pick it up, shield yourself behind, I'm getting a change in approach, something softer, something gentler, try a more gentle approach. Let's talk about it though. Let's see, because you gotta look at it like what's cooking up. So that's what I'm kind of seeing. I feel like it's an explanation of what's taking place. Well, based on the oracle cards. Alrighty. Alright. Masculine, let's talk about it. Excuse the doggy. Alright, it's time for a change. Yeah, you're causing yourself agony. You're causing confusion, being in a mental strain, maybe even being a little bit in your ego, which is why your head is hurting. Because the Five of Swords could speak to ego and typically about the no matter what the cost is, I feel like there is some confusion though. Masculine, what else? You don't want to talk today. Yeah, it's kind of like he's hitting his head and can't quite figure out what he's looking at. It's definitely mental. I feel like there is a shift from that. It's not a solid shift, but it's a shift. Because 5 and the Page of Swords, that one sword in the page gives me 6 of Swords, meaning moving on to calmer waters like the card suggests, right? But I feel like it's in an agonizing way, like, oh, why did I, because I kind of feel like it's coming out of, I'm sorry, the doggy is going to bother me, but it's, I'm going to try not to let it distract me, sorry guys, but, so the Five of Swords is still to the aspects of, again, mind games, manipulation, head hurting, can't really think is clear, conflicting thoughts. It's all of those things where it's kind of like even look at this person juggling all of this stuff on their own and just kind of baffled by it too. So it's like head hurts based on what's being said versus what he's being told. Right? And so it's time for a change. You gotta master your stability, master your outer world. There's an energy of comfort, sitting back, looking at things grow, right? Things expand as he's watching. Because look at the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles has watched. I imagine this would be him over time, but sitting there looking back at what he's grown and what's deeply planted and what he's sprouting up, right? So it's kind of like he's observing, but even still with the energy of that Five of Swords and that Page of Swords, it's like head hurting based on what he's explaining. He can see he's using his intuition. He's seeing very clear at this point, or trying to clear that up. And I feel like when it comes down to a decision that's needing to be made, yeah. He's aware that patience is required. But it's like at the time, at the moment, it's like, what am I seeing? And it's kind of like, look at this, just waiting, being patient, waiting for a new adventure to get started, to travel down a new road, a new path, right? Sometimes doors open and we get so excited to go down them because you've been doing something for so long, and you're patient. Like, you know, you about to go on vacation and you got 2 weeks and you just patiently wait, knowing that it's coming, that vacation is coming, and you sitting back just waiting for it. I can't wait till the 26th of the month, or I can't wait till December because that's when my cruise is. You know, it's kind of, it's good. But still, again, I keep going back to that mental conflict about what he's seeing. There's some type of transformation. Let me see. Oh, things are transforming, or has changed for a fresh start, new beginning, and it's more in a balanced manner. Look at this. Yeah, in a balanced manner. So that's where the surprise is coming from. Maybe we'll see. We'll clarify. But it's like things switched around, things have changed, or in the process of changing. So masculine may be feeling like it is time for a change. So that's where the mental conflict is coming from, kind of conflicted about what he's seeing. But I feel like he can sit back and relax and see things are growing. It's time to plant yet another seed, and watch what grows, because it's like when the gesture is shown, it wants to be in a balanced manner. It wants to be fair. It wants to be, I feel, well presented. And it could be for himself, because I'm looking at it, he wants to present himself in that manner. If he's going to show up in a romantic sense or express emotion, it wants to be in a presentable manner, in a presentable fashion. It's not, oh, well, I'm just going to show up any kind of way. That's where masculine has to bring that change in, and actually make that decision of what to do and how to do it. Because there's a sense of, excuse me, resistance, but it's also telling me maybe needing some courage to move things along towards a success. I mean, it's like, okay, well, how do I do it? How do I make it happen without missing an opportunity? But I feel like it's kind of like right in front of him, but I'm getting he's not really seeing that right now. The obvious way is, in front of him, which is, I feel like, being direct. Like, just be direct, speak what you feel, say what's on your mind. But it's also in the matter of patience, being patient, waiting for things to grow. Temperance, wanting to come out, moving on to calmer water. See, there's that Six of Swords that I was speaking about. Right. Moving to calmer waters, yes. Overcoming some struggles, some challenges. I feel like her hiding emotions, like I said. You gotta, feminine, release how you feel, soften your approach. It's giving me be a little bit more Queen of Waterish. So it's like you can turn the water on when things get too hot, and it's like you want to mellow the mood or your energy as well, because it was a lot dragging you along for the ride and you drowning. You see how she's drowning under that water? Well, basically, I feel like that's her when those birds pulled that boat into some challenging waters, or they're actually pulling her out, but it was like they're getting her to safety. She was underneath, right? You have to start using your head a little bit, but I feel like that warmer energy needs to be softened a little bit. But it says a wonderful surprise is coming. Something entirely new awaits you. So, what's new? Okay, going within. I feel like feminine, you may have had to go within because you lost hope within a situation. You lost faith in a situation. And that's within your life, that's within your emotions, that's within so many different walks of life, because we're all on different paths. So this could be the feminine going through emotional temperance, needed some patience, needed some time, needed to go with the flow, needed to let things harmonize, because it's like you put your foot in that bath water, it's too hot, you gotta add a little cold water in there to make it all right for you to jump in. So let's see here. Feminine. Okay, there we go. We taking our time, using a slow and steady approach towards this connection. Yep. What else, feminine? That's too many. Let's try one clear message. One more for feminine. Okay, so you definitely want to speak a lot. See? Again, trying to have courage to move forward and overcome challenges. Yeah, after a heartbreak, achieving 10 of Cups. Achieving it. And actually having the courage to overcome some things. I feel like this is a mirroring effect. I do feel a sense of transformation here. Things starting to grow, things starting to sprout. It's kind of like, wait, what? And it's like, it's like, I like what I'm growing. I like what I'm growing. And then feminine is like, okay. We went through some trying times. 5 of Swords to the 6 of Swords, right? Mental conflict, one up and tit for tat, arguments, mental games and whatnot, and immature communication also. But we're looking at moving away from that. I mean, you were deeply hurt, and this is a lot of majors, so it's like boom, a boom for you. Some changes are starting to happen, because okay, that's 27. That's a 9. Something's near completion, and you got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 majors. Even though we have a couple in reverse, 6, it's a sign of balance and things coming, being a little bit more give and take, equal give and take. I still didn't get that last one for feminine, did I? No, because there was a lot that came out. There we go. There's 7. Divinely guided. This is the year of 2023. If you add them up, that is 7. You are being divinely guided at this point. I don't have a doubt, especially with this temperance angel coming out. But I do get a sense of release, letting go, and just falling into something. It's almost an exhale type energy. And boom, the 10 of Cups is at the bottom of the deck again with the success. Let's keep going. All right, mutual energy. found some type of stability, some type of security, foundation was laid for yourselves. Yeah, you found it by taking care of yourself, nurturing yourself. And now things are brighter. Let me see how that associates with the partnership though. See, clearly after an ending, after surrendering, I feel like you guys are both kind of surrendering and relaxing into it. You have to surrender that, but because you guys were mentally stuck, confused, feeling abandoned, left out in the cold. I feel like you guys are aware of the potential. It's just not actualized. And you guys are not masculine. And let's clear this. Not even speak about individual or relationships. Let's speak on as individuals. You both are working on releasing some things, being enthused and actually impressed with the progress as things grow a little bit deeper, a little bit longer, a little bit stronger. Wanting to plant more seeds, like changing things by planting yet another seed. Like, okay, I'll I'll invest, I'll change and deposit this into the piggy bank, Like, I was a gambler, but now instead of gambling, I'm putting my coins into my piggy bank. So, all right, mutual energy. And I feel like you guys see why things needed to be surrendered. Yeah, because it was heartbreak. It's heartbreaking because you both were confused on what to do. You didn't know how to proceed. At this point, it's kind of like you both laid the foundation about investing in self-care and actually nurturing what you have, the seeds, nurturing the seeds that you have sown. I mean, we got King, Queen of Pentacles at this point, so it's like, okay, well, I know I want, this banana tree to grow. I have to do what it takes. I have to make sure it gets plenty of sunlight. I have to water it. I have to, it's deeper than just showing up and being you. And you can't be you if you're not in your own power here, man or woman. And know how to make something grow. Yeah, you guys are tapped in. You guys are tuned in, listening to your intuition. I feel like there is a sense of the pain coming from being confused, not knowing what to do, not knowing how you guys genuinely felt, and that's why you had to go take care of yourselves. Yeah. What you guys experienced was something successful happening. We look at it again. We looked at it as something maybe negative, and that's why there's a lot of fear and mental things happening to knock you guys off the square. But it was necessary so you guys could see clearly. 10 of Swords, 3 of Swords, 7 of Cups. Is that something you want to live in? Feeling backstabbed, betrayed, heartbroken, confused. And that's where it says a partnership for a new age. It's time to welcome it. Yeah, you guys were able to create something, spark something up, something new, something creative. Maybe even something just for yourself. So it's like, whatever it was sparked, I feel, mentally. Because it's more a passionate way of thinking. So if you know that you're going to go on a tour of Europe, right? That's your trip. That's your trip. So as far as ideas go, where do you go? You go to, the standard landmarks? Do you test out all the famous cuisine? Do you go, sightseeing to tourist attractions? And it's like, what exactly do I do? Boom, da-da. And it was like, follow my intuition, move in silence, and boom, you got a new idea, new way. Yeah, make moves behind the scenes. Make moves behind the scenes when you feel out in the cold. Take swift movements, swift actions, get things done, overcome those challenges, and then you'll get those downloads. You'll get that mental clarity, and you'll heal. And you'll have an epiphany and a tower moment. See? I'll be dropping cards and everything. But it's like, things work how they work. And that's no matter who you with, no matter if that's you and it works like that for you, or it works like that for your partner. You figure out what works. We figure out and we determine how our lives work and operate and function and makes us feel whole, happy, secure, taken care of, Let's get some clarifiers. I'm checking time just to... Alright, so let's clarify the Five of Swords. What's going on? Clarify the Five of Swords, yeah. Wanting to take action. Masculine is definitely spying, watching, getting information, right? He's on a spy mission. And then the Eight of Wands, well, even with the Five of Swords, we got ego, wanting to talk, wanting to communicate, wanting to get things moving, right? Which is why he feels like it's time to change. Yeah, he's trying to manifest bring that about. Trying to manifest some type of, I feel like, conversation, a little back and forth energy, sending energy, shooting shots, Alright, Page of Swords. Yeah. Going through, collecting information while going through. I feel I'm getting Dark Night of the Soul, transformation, death on the inside and death on the outside. Feel like there's been an internal and an external change. What's going on, masculine? Yep. Ending something and choosing a path. Yep. King of Pentacles, in control. Look at that. In control and waiting for his fruit. Look at that. Seven of Pentacles, Emperor, King of Pentacles. Virgo, Taurus energy. I mean, not Virgo, Taurus. Capricorn, Taurus energy. Or even Taurus, Aries energy. Alright, I'm not even gonna feeling in control. Yeah, wanting to get something sparked up, wanting to create something, wanting to spark action, right? Skip. That's why he's being patient, because he does want to spark something up after a conflict. That's where it's, and I feel like maybe it's a little bit of him doing a tug of war, me versus me energy. Maybe needing to change himself and getting something sparked up. I'm getting a little bit of dark versus light sparking things up, because you can go the path of, that's what I'm saying, choosing the path, making a transformation and choosing the path. It's time for a change. So the path that the masculine was on, the path that the masculine was taking, the route that masculine was taking to approach, or let me think, let's just say get something started with feminine, it was more in a energetic here, which called I always say the energy card here, the Ace of Wands, is the passionate card. Passionate not in as a feeling, is in as in action and indeed, but it caused conflict, and it's not always the best way to handle something. So we have to leave some of those things off of the table, even though we would like. Okay, masculine, we have to leave those deeds off the table, because I feel like you're battling yourself. Yes, you are in control of yourself. Yes, you are seeing things grow, but I feel like being patient, seeing that sex causes conflict. In general, I feel like you're in control of yourself, because now you know what it does, and now you know to be patient for it. All right, death and rebirth. Yeah, because a decision needed to be made, transforming on the outside, because there's a decision being made at this point. Yeah, and it takes time. This type of decision, I feel, requires time. It does require major change. It does require choices to be made, and did I say I already said that? It's major. It takes time. It's a path and a mindset being chosen. Yeah, and it's a need to go slow because of fears and anxieties. You don't really want to press or shift things. I feel like he's trying to protect what he's invested in. Feeling like his Ten of Cups is requiring protection at this point. So, which requires slow, methodical movement. It requires patience and time. Knight of Pentacles. Now, it requires that type of protection in order to make it be as fulfilled as he would like it to be. Just sitting back though, watching it grow. Justice, clarified by the Page of Wands. Again, heading down a new adventure in a more positive way. Wheel of Fortune in his favor. King of Cups, a lot of love. Something really deeply felt, and it tore some things down, which enabled forward movement. And it's like he held back his feelings for the Empress. Oh, no, I'm sorry. He wanted to hold on tightly. There we go. Tightly to the Empress. Because there was an abandonment feeling. Abandoned, left out in the cold. Wanting a new cycle. Something successful. Something that he could be proud of and be acknowledged in, you know? Yeah. Queen of Cups. Following his heart. Following intuition. Following the emotions. Oh, again, overcoming challenges. Let's see. Following his heart and in control of his actions. Slow and steady, but also in power and in command and following that emotional part of it. We had the King and Queen of Cups pop out together too. Emperor, Empress out. Let's see. Manifesting. Again, I feel like this is a solo thing. Why you manifest? Yeah, and it's like you're trying to grow something new, trying to expand something. Heartbroken and wanting to reconcile. Can see clear that he misses his soulmate, missing that fond energy, wanting to move on and turn a new leaf. Like I miss my friend. I miss my friend. I'm heartbroken, wanting to reconcile. All right, let's clarify for feminine. Clarify 6 of Cups. Yep, moving on, following intuition, moving in silence, not really wanting to speak on anything or reveal much, just moving. All right. But on the outside, it looks like she's moving on. Yeah, she's making clear decisions using her discernment. Thinking things through, being logical, fair, just being tuned in and very mentally clear on how things are moving, taking care of herself, nurturing herself. It's still, let's see here, the moon. Let's clarify the moon. Things underneath success. Let me see. Finding some type of balance. I think you found some type of balance internally. Felt like things might have been a little bit. That's what I did not say that. A lot of juggling energy. There's the King of Cups. Feeling things deeply, holding your emotions in, being emotionally mature. I feel like the emotions were getting to you, and at this point, you're going to be vulnerable. What's the star? Yep. Out of hope, but you feel like you know that this is mutual, but you're unable to make a judgment. Because it's felt hangman, unable to make a judgment. In suspension, trying to, at a pause, looking at this, examining it, trying to get, again, tapping into intuition, trying to heal, meditate, looking at some things. Look at this. This is face down. What is this? 10 of Swords. Yeah, it's like you're not... The 10 of Swords was flipped upside down, and it's like the backstab, the betrayal is not being seen at this point, or it's, I'm saying from masculine's standpoint, because it's like I'm still having to look at this a different way, and I need to heal because I was backstabbed and betrayed. I was hurt. I was laid out. But then it's like, okay, well, let me look at this differently, because at this point, how did I get backstabbed, betrayed? And why am I in a healing period at this point, trying to find some type of clarity and temper my energy? It's kind of like be patient, or there's going to be that 5 of Swords energy. It's going to be mental conflict and all kind of other things. So I feel like patience is as a virtue. Let's clarify the Hierophant in reverse. See? Lack of faith, because there was a lot of confusion, a lot of options, a lot of choices, a lot of things that you weren't quite sure at how you felt about, See? Look at that, Temperance. looking at things from a different perspective and processing things, maybe even overthinking at times, and that's why there was a need. Again, go slow to maintain balance. Clarify the lovers. This choice in love, you guys. There's fears, there's anxieties. Those jitters are coming through on both sides. Look at that page of Pentacles. That's your, page of Cups. That's your jumpy. You're nervous. You're timid. You're hi. That's your page of Cups right there. Energy. There's nervousness surrounding that small beginning in love. There's a lot of fear and anxiety surrounding that. So let's see. What's the Fool? Making a choice, taking a leap, falling back, doing a trust fall, getting a new cycle started. All right, but it's kind of like we'll work on it. I'll work to be happy and try and heal. Oh, look at this. The world, work on a new cycle started, putting in work and effort to see things a little bit more clearly, be happy, heal the connection, move away from things that were hidden, and actually come back together and be a little bit happy. And I feel like that was a major part to build the foundation. You guys had to walk away in order for things to calm down. And temper. So, all right. There was definitely some energy there. I feel like some nerves got involved. I feel maybe even some tempers flared. I feel more on masculine side, but that comes with the territory when you're dealing with Five of Swords. So sometimes we gotta accept things for what they are. Clarifying the Four of Wands, we got the Empress and the Three of Wands. Now the Emperor and the Empress are officially out together. Again, nurturing those things, letting things be, and it's actually giving life to something, having an expectancy to create something. It's pregnant energy, it's fertile energy, and it's just waiting for things to grow. We laid the foundation. This is where we're going to start. All right, that's like a groundbreaking ceremony. Let's start. And it says a partnership for a new age. So it's kind of revamping, redoing something that was pre-existing already, I feel. But let's see. And let's just say if this is a masculine that has not met their feminine, but doing these things and understanding slow movement needs to take place, and also understanding that sex causes conflict within a relationship or emotional, mental, whatever the case may be, and this is a feminine that has never met this masculine, just understand it for the parts that they play for you guys to get together and actually break ground and to be in union. So it's something to treasure. It's something to move slow on. If you move slow, you'll remain in balance. But you still have, because you have fears and anxiety, there are fears and anxiety on the masculine's part of stepping out, right? All right, so Queen of Pentacles. Yep, nurturing yourself, healing, that's all. Let's see. Having hope. You see things clearly. You're using your discernment. You're making head over heart decisions. I feel like that comes with being abandoned. It's an abandonment issue. It's kind of like, hey, on guard. Why are you back? What are you doing? Who sent you? Type energy. And I think a lot with the Sun, I think it's kind of like you are using your discernment at this point. You're not thinking with your emotions. You guys are both kind of wounded, because they say the Queen of Swords is the cold queen because she's a divorcee or she's been hurt, so she learned how to think before using her heart. And it's a lot of things behind the Queen of Swords, but it's just defensiveness, open to communication, wanting to be fair, but still having that abandonment issue kind of lingering around. So what's the Ten of Swords? Yeah, I'm trying to be patient and just do the inner work. Things have came to an end. You're surrendering, and it's like, hey, temper things out by just go ahead and do the work. We can work together. We can come together and collaborate, right? We can at least be friends, you know. What's the Three of Swords? Clarify the Three of Swords for mutual. Yep, heartbreaking. You're trying to overcome that. You're the wounded warrior. You want to stand up that one good fight. You want to, yeah. The wounded warrior wants to take a leap of faith. I've been hurt, but I'm willing to go ahead and bet the hedges on that, you know. Just wanted to get stable. You guys checking your options, checking your emotions. It's like you wanted to be stable, you wanted to be sure, you wanted to get secure on your own. Again, clarifying why you had to walk away. Clarify the High Priestess, following intuition, coming back together, teamwork, harmony, building something that, see, work on the foundation. Follow your intuition, moving in silence, but you're working on the foundation. Yes, success because you receive things from a high perspective. You are tapped into a higher source. You are going to achieve that new beginning, right? And I feel like it was approved by the Hierophant. So if you want to say God, Spirit, Universe, Source, the higher authorities approve of that. 6. Yep. And you want to reciprocate. You want balance. What's the Ace of Wands? New idea. Go. I feel like you guys have learned the wisdom about rushing in too quickly. And I feel like what you guys have been through on mental and emotional level, it's like, you know, you got to take care of yourself first, and it's like you can't be too much in a rush to get to certain levels. I feel personally like some of this is talking about sex, moving towards the physical activity first, not taking your time. That knocks the balance. It creates the conflict. It creates the conflict. So it's like if everything is moving good, if everything is moving in a certain pattern, it's like it creates conflict. It creates the tug of war. It creates the, oh, I don't know. And it doesn't mean that it's a good or bad thing. It's just to identify what happens when you do this. It's kind of like pressing buttons on the dashboard when you first get a car. What does this button do? And that's what I feel. I genuinely feel like it's not necessarily anything on purpose, but I do feel like that was something that came about. Now, nonetheless, it's still something showing where masculine's in control and just patiently waiting at this point, not being in too big of a rush. Let's get some romance angels. Separation, time apart from your partner is on the horizon. I feel like that's already in place. Feeling that passion, allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. That's what he would like to, because there is a strong magnetic pull. That's what I'm saying. It's like trying to hold the path of not rushing in and being a little too fiery. Because I'm getting a lot of wands out here on masculine sides. We got 8 of wands, 2 of wands, 7 of wands, 5 of wands, Ace of wands, Then we have the King of Wands. Yep, King of Wands, Page of Wands. I think that might have been it. Yeah, that might have been it. But that's a lot of wands out there for masculine. I'm sorry. It's just, just to point it out. Mutual energy. Mutual energy. This could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. Make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you are guided to take. Again, repeated information. Make the effort. Put in the work. Be patient. Be temperate. Go with the flow. Don't rush anything. Don't be too fast. You've already met the person. You met them. And so at this point, you just got to put in the effort. And it says this situation involves marriage. So it's like we already had the Hierophant and the reciprocal. Hierophant is something equal give and take, right? The higher source, I already said the higher source approves with the Ace of Pentacles. And at this point, we got Six of Pentacles, reciprocity, right? So let's think about the Ace of Pentacles. Ace is the seed that goes in the ground. The Page of Pentacles carries that ace down that new beginning, right? And then now we got Two of Pentacles. We trying to find the balance. Three of Pentacles, let's build on top of that. Four of Pentacles, let's save. Let's hold on to it. Let's keep what we have going. Five of Pentacles, it's not quite at the top, but you kind of right there in the middle, so you feel like you don't have enough, right? Or you don't have what you're trying to get, but then you get to the Six of Pentacles. It's like, oh, okay, now we have the Six of Pentacles. It feels better. It's that stability starts to kick in. Masculine's at the Seven of Pentacles, again, so on and so forth. And I can explain each pentacle as far as my understanding goes, but you get where I'm going with it. Free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. And that's where it goes with the Fool energy. It's that falling back into something. It's trust falling, making that choice and just falling, trusting the connection. And then we have healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. And I get it. It does. You do benefit from forgiving your parents. You also get the energy of whatever issues may have taken place, whether it be in the family, your bloodline, or actually, within the family situation with masculine. Everybody again is on different paths of lives, but you gotta heal it. It's being watched over. It's to keep the family together. It's to heal whatever issues is within the family. And it's like going slow brings that future potential. It brings forth what the Knight of Pentacles is trying to establish along the way, It's dropping those seeds on your way when you're getting where you're getting. Getting where you're going. And then finally for feminine, we got love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Boom, that goes back to the moving slowly, because you have to love yourself enough to know, hey, I'm nervous and I'm not going to put myself in a situation to where my anxiety is running high. Again, go slow in a balanced manner. Balance out that fast moving energy, okay? I feel like an energy of growth and finances and career, maybe working on that, right? Also a part of that, some earth energy. But as always, keep a positive mindset. Thank you. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Bye. See you guys later.